I'm Mary Washington. I'm running for the Maryland House of Delegates in the 43rd Legislative District. I'm running because I know I can work hard on your behalf in Annapolis to build safe streets, strong schools, and vibrant neighborhoods in our city, and create a state that is fairer and more just for us all. Baltimore has been my home for the last 2 decades. I love this city, and I love the diversity of the communities that make up the 43rd District. I imagine Baltimore as a place for everyone, a place where all families can grow and feel safe, a place where we all have access to the resources we need, and where we are all treated fairly and equally, and where we work together to build greener and more sustainable futures for ourselves, our seniors, and our children. But while my faith in our ability to achieve this future is strong, I know that the city I imagine is not yet the city where I live. Today, too much of our city looks like this. Too many of our neighborhoods are blighted by decades of disinvestment and decay, and too many of our streets are dangerous and filled with trash. Along our commercial corridors, there are too many empty storefronts and too many liquor stores, and not enough businesses that help build our community. We can do better for Baltimore. We need to build safe, vibrant neighborhoods that all city residents can enjoy. To make that happen, I will work to fully fund community policing programs and to create growth opportunities for our local businesses that invest in our commercial districts and employ our neighbors who are looking for work. I will see to it that we have funds we need for drug treatment, for violence prevention, and for job training programs. We must also give our children the opportunities they need to build better lives. That's why I'll work hard to see to it that our public schools get every dollar they need and to double funding for after-school programs for our city kids.
I'm the president of the New Northwood Community Association. I believe that Mary is going to be a people's advocate. She's going to go down there and she's going to fight for the people. Some people tend to be complacent, but I think that Mary will be an injection of new blood, true blood.
I know Mary really cares about the small business person and the whole notion of allowing a community to express the best aspects of itself. And when you allow people to do what they do best and do it well amongst their neighbors, that's when you have community. And Mary really cares about that. What Mary's done to help me in the community and other small businesses is she patronizes, number one, but she also hears from the small business people about what they need and what they want. And she just doesn't listen, but she responds. She's the type of politician that just doesn't show up around election time, but she's always there. And that's why I know I intend to support Mary, and I tell everybody that I meet that is in the district to support her also.
I will work to improve the environmental and economic health of our neighborhoods by reclaiming the abandoned buildings and open spaces which litter our district. Over the last 6 years, I've done just that. The lot behind me was once 2 vacant and condemned buildings, and they were a blight and a safety hazard. In my work at the Housing Department, residents and local officials came together to demolish these buildings and to put the lots into productive use, using funding from the state and the federal government. Now it's a community garden, and neighbors grow healthy food, and children learn and play. In my work with a local environmental organization, I've helped more than 600 young people find green jobs and internships that improve our region's parks, open spaces, and watersheds. These jobs provide young people with the training and employment they need to build their careers and give them a chance to imagine bright and prosperous futures for themselves. And I know that when we clean up our city, we revive our neighborhoods, create new jobs, and make all our communities and the Chesapeake Bay cleaner and healthier. That's good for our city, and it's good for our future. As your delegate in Annapolis, I will use my skills to see to it that our city and its residents get the resources necessary to continue building a greener, healthier, and more sustainable Baltimore City.
I met Mary in job search. She interviewed me, she encouraged me, she discussed where I wanted to go in the future. Well, it was offering me jobs with Parks and People, and not just a job, but an opportunity an opportunity to further my career. She'll do what she says she'll do at a time in life when we need to trust in people to do just that. You can trust Mary Washington.
Nothing is more important to our city's future than ensuring that our children get the education they need to prepare for the jobs of the future and to become good stewards of our state's resources. Across the state, our schools are improving, but we still have a long way to go to make sure all of our children attend city schools that are safe and inspiring places to learn. Leaf Walk Elementary School was once one of the many deeply troubled city schools. Today, it still faces challenges, but with the help of state funds for renovation, we can improve this school and enable its students to do better. However, our city schools still need more than $2 billion in renovations and repairs. As your delegate, I will fight to see that city schools get the funding they need and to speed up these repairs, and to make sure that the state does everything it can to support our teachers and to continue to hire the best educators possible to give all of our children a high-quality education. I will fight to double the funding for after-school enrichment and career exploration programs. We must also do more outside of the classroom to help our young people succeed, so that our children always have safe places to go and reach their potential.
My 4-year-old, we're looking at what schools he's going to be going to next. Schools has been a big issue, and I've been working and looking at our local schools, and they're in a renaissance. They're improving a lot, and there's a lot of effort towards that, but we need a lot more resources going towards our schools, a lot more effort and energy. So I know that I can count on Mary to be working hard for our schools for the best interest of all of the children.
As a construction captain and a board member of our playground at Stadium Place, I worked with thousands of my North Baltimore neighbors and others from across the state to build this playground, and to then rebuild it after a fire destroyed it. 15 years ago, when the Orioles moved downtown and the state tore down Memorial Stadium, many people worried about what would happen here. With the help of some smart investments from the state and a lot of hard work from local citizens, Stadium Place today stands as a wonderful example of the kind of community I believe we can build here together throughout our district.
For most of us, we grew up in Northeast Baltimore. We remember coming to this very place. It was a sacred place, 33rd Street. The miracle on 33rd Street, where the Orioles played and where the Colts played, and Johnny Unitas. And this place has always meant a lot to people in Baltimore, and trying to put something in it that's memorable to kids coming up and still allowing that history to prevail a little bit has always been important to us.
The team worked very hard to get the money for it.
Mary is from a totally different background. She brings with her a PhD from Johns Hopkins. She also brings with her skills working with folks in the Able and Edna Gardens area, doing many volunteer projects where people have actually worked with her, elbow to elbow, with their sleeves rolled up.
She's very dedicated to people of Baltimore, and certainly people of the 43rd District. And she's going to be a tremendous asset to the city delegation and to the House of Delegates generally. So we're excited to have her on the ticket.
Our 43rd District team helped turn Stadium Place from a vacant lot into a vital resource for the entire community. We will use this model in Annapolis as we work for you to rebuild communities throughout our district. In my years of experience as an activist and community leader, I've learned how to bring people together to solve problems and to create winning coalitions. That's why I'm asking for your support to be your delegate and for your vote on Election Day, September 14th. Together, we can build a city that works for everyone.
We all need to get out and vote. Vote for Mary Washington.